Hey guys, I know a couple of you have said that you're struggling with some of the things in Photoshop, so I just figured that I would make a video of everything we've learned so far and kind of do a quick review or like a little bit more in depth on how to do all the things so that you feel a little bit more prepared. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. Go ahead and pull up Photoshop and just kind of work with me so that you kind of get a grasp on what you're supposed to do instead of just watching and trying to go back and do it. So take some time in class if you have any free time. Watch this video, and that way, like I said, follow along with me, and that way you're kind of like understanding what you should be doing, how it feels, stuff like that, and just keep practicing. The first month and a half in this class is going to be the absolute hardest. Why? It's because you're opening up a brand new program, so don't get intimidated. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. One day it's just going to click and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, look what I can do. And it's one of the best feelings ever. So let me go ahead and get you started with Photoshop. Okay, cool. Share screen. And I understand it's super frustrating right now. That's normal. I totally understand it. I'm here if you need me, and if there's anything specifically that you want me to go more in depth on, shoot me an email. Be like, hey, I do not understand the toolbar. I don't understand this tool. I don't understand how to get from here to here. And like, I will make a video. I know the only thing I can do right now, and it's super cheesy, is make these really dumb videos, and I'm so sorry about that. But we're gonna figure it out, so don't you worry. Okay, I think I shared my screen. Okay, let me open up Photoshop because I don't have it opened up. So give me 1 second. It's loading. Sorry, guys. See, it's dancing down here because it's excited. Like, we should be excited. I need a system update. I'm gonna click the home button. Cool. So you guys should see something like this. I'm gonna start right from the beginning. I know you guys probably already know how to open a file, but we're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna click new file. Over here, up top here, we'll start up top, is the templates. I don't personally really use these other than the print one. But you can feel free to. There's photo, which is like actual pictures. There's print, which is printing stuff out. Art and illustration, which is if you wanted to make like a poster, a postcard. Web, which is if you were to build like the header of a website, you could do that. Mobile is the size of your phone. Film and video is the size of Premiere Pro, which we learn in the second year of Sports Media Academy and the third year of digital design. So keep that in mind. Video is actually super cool. It's even a little bit more intimidating than Photoshop and Illustrator. But onward and upward. Preset details, this is where you would put the name of your file, so you could put like intro, you can name it whatever you want to name it. Width and height is, width is the like vertical distance, and height is the horizontal distance. The distance, size, length, whatever. So I'm gonna put 8.5 by 11, which is the normal size of a piece of paper. My orientation is if I want it portrait or a landscape. Don't worry about artboards here. I do inches. Pixels is how many little dots per inch you have. Centimeters, millimeters, I just work in inches. It's something I'm familiar with. Resolution 300. This is 300 pixels per inch. So every inch on your screen, there's going to be 300 tiny little dots of color. Those are pixels. So this is a pretty high resolution. Color mode, which is something that we just learned this week, is the two that you really need to know are RGB and CMYK. So RGB stands for red, green, blue, and RGB is used for digital work. So that's all you need to know about it. You're going to take a test at the end of the second quarter, and you're just going to need to know RGB and CMYK. RGB stands for red, green, blue. It's for digital work. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, and it is used for print. Those are the only two you need to know, so don't even worry about it. I'm going to click create, and you have your artboard. This right here is your toolbar. We're going to learn so many tools in here, but sometimes your toolbar likes to disappear. I know that I've gotten a couple emails on this already, so if this has happened to you, it's completely normal. I'm going to make mine disappear by clicking this X up here, right? It's gone. Boom. What the heck do? I know. I would freak out if I didn't know what to do. So you go up here to this like window tab. Window is going to be your absolute best friend. We're going to use it for a million things in here. So keep window in mind. And then scroll all the way down, and there will be something called tools, and it brings your toolbar right back up. So that's obviously something really important to know. You can move it around. I like to have it like magnetized to the side, but that's my personal preference. You can have it wherever you want it. What else have we learned? We've learned our shapes, which all of you guys did an amazing job on. I don't know why I've been getting these emails about how you're scared. That shapes assignment was like the best I've had in a couple years, to be completely honest. So good job. Kudos to you. Fantastic. So you have your shape. You just click and drag. And to change the color, there's the fill up here, and then the stroke, and right here, and then you can change the size of your stroke right next to it. And you guys might not have this up here, and that might be a little stressful too, so I want you to go ahead and go back to window. Like I said, it's going to be your best friend. Go to workspace and just click essentials, and it should pop it right back up. If you also don't have it up here, it's because you're not clicked on your shape. So once you click on it, it should, sometimes it goes. So you have that right here. You can change the fill and stroke here also. If you right click on your shape tool, you have your other tools, or not tools, you have your other shapes. So circle, I'm gonna go back up here. I'm gonna change that, stroke, that, let's change this. You have triangle, boom. I'm not gonna keep changing the fill and stroke. Polygon tool, if you click, you can change the number of sides. So you can go 6, click OK. You can go 4. Oh, that's still 6. 4. Symmetric. Okay. Just means all sides are the same. You can use your line tool to create a line, and you have your custom shape tool, and up here you have all of your custom shapes that you can use. And you can just click and drag however you see fit. So those are your shapes. One tool down, a couple to go. I'm gonna delete this. Practice that. Practice making shapes. I don't care what it looks like. Just practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. We learned our type tool. So you can go ahead and use this. You can type. Like I said, first thing you want to do is, once you create that text box, is to press the delete button. If your words don't show up, it's probably because it's too big. So you can go ahead and change it up here. My name is Miss Wells, Mrs. Wells. Okay. Cool. Type tool, and then you'll see up here that you're able to change the font. You're able to change the size. You can change this, but if you want more options, you can go back into window, click character, and there's a whole characters panel. You can go back into window, and then there's paragraph, which is right there also, and there's all the paragraph styles. Practice that also. Typography is going to be your best friend. It like makes or breaks a graphic, right? We haven't learned any other tools so far, but we're going to be learning a lot more next week. What else have we learned? Place embedded. So file, place embedded. Mike Evans, place. Right? Placing a photo. It's gonna take a minute to load. Cool. You can change this in size. If you want to. There's a couple other things. There's shortcuts that we've learned. So Control C is copy, Control V is paste, so you can have two. If you didn't want to, and you didn't want to move that around, you can do Control Z, and it'll get rid of it. That's undo. And then we have Control R, which is our rulers. If you see that little ruler pop up here. And then we have, what else? I think those are all of our shortcuts right now. Oh, Control T. If you're clicked on it, it allows you to transform it again, so you can do that. If you wanted to change it per dimensions, you could do that up here. There's height, width, height, stuff like that. So you can change that. I think that's most of what we've learned in Photoshop so far. We've learned saving, so you can file, save, file, export for JPEG. Always export as JPEG, please, please, please. And then, yeah. Oh, effects. I think we've gone over effects. I don't think we've gone over effects. Maybe we have. I'll teach you guys in this video anyway. So your layers are uber important. Your layers are everything. So say you're over here and you wanted My Name is Wes Wells above Mike Evans, you just click and drag this up top and it pops up. You can't really see it, but it's up there, right? So say you wanted to add stuff to this Mike Evans, right? You can go to FX and you have all these effects that you can add. There's inner shadow, which is my favorite. There's, let's see, size. Kind of makes it look like it's embedded into the photo. It's one of my favorite things. And you can go over to bevel and emboss to make it 3D. You can go to inner glow. That'll kind of, there's so many things you can do. Just mess with these. We're gonna go over them more in depth. I don't think I've gone over them yet. Drop shadow is also a favorite. It's really, really cool. But yeah, I think that's most of the stuff we've gone over. I promise you guys, you'll get the hang of it. It just takes practice, so don't lose confidence in yourself. It's gonna look like crap the first couple times. Your work is gonna look like you don't want to submit it, and that is okay. All of this is us practicing and working on it. So keep your head up, keep your chin up, do what you gotta do. If I need to schedule like a one-on-one call with you, I will. My work hours here are just kind of crazy. So I hope this video helps. Please let me know if it does, because if it does, then I'll keep doing it. But please send me emails with all of your questions. Please ask Mr. Z all of your questions. I'm sure he would be more than happy to help with, what, you know. So he's there, I'm here. You have a lot of resources. Just don't give up. Have confidence. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye, guys.